Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Greetings, royal family. It's Friday. What the Friday? Hey, what the Friday? It's Friday. Friday. Greetings, royal family. Happy Friday. It is September 24th. The year is 2021. And I'm happy to be here. Hope you are too. So I guess this is the What the Friday segment of the Morning Boogie. If you've been, around for a long time, then you know what the Friday show, what the Friday show is, the WTF show. And then you also know about the Morning Boogie. Whatever. Either way, it is 10:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at the time that I'm recording this. If you are on Twitch, shout out to you because you are getting this loud, live, and in color. Shout out to my YouTube Royal Family members. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Costs you nothing. That is your admission fee. Okay? You have time. You can stick around for a little while and hit the like button before you go. But if you're in here and you remember to do so, go ahead and press that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciated. Baby, what a week, huh? We made it to Friday. For some of you, this is the final day of your work week, and hopefully you are excited and you have something to look forward to this weekend, okay? It's nice and sunny where I am. Where are you guys viewing from? Drop down in the comments and let me know whether you're watching this live, replay, whatever. Let me know where you from. You don't have to put your address or even your city, but what state? Rep your state, rep your zip code. Drop it in the comments. So, NBA Youngboy, he dropped his album, Trick and Trina. Oh, their morning show is canceled. Tom Girardi. Now, I've been keeping up with this case or this situation since it happened. Tom Girardi is the estranged husband of ERIKA JAYNE, who is one of the housewives, Beverly Hills housewives. Honey, he threw his wife. He threw his wife under the bus. We will get into that. Kanye West is going to possibly be building a school in California, and I will touch on that as well. Got a couple of other little, topics sprinkled in between. So kick back and relax. It's Friday, and I'm glad that you are here, okay? Now, before we get started with these Friday shenanigans, all right, we have a selection from Mr. John P. Key himself, okay? He wanted to sing a little song for the people to understand and hear. And I think we all could use a little bit of this type of music for our soul before we get started. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, govern yourselves, please, and listen to this selection from brother John P. Key. Like to hear it? Here it go.
I woke up this morning with a song on my heart and my spirit. And it's early morning, but I want to share it with my friends, family, my followers, and my fans.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar don't go on grits. Sure as I'm John P. Key.
Sing, brother, sing.
If you need some sugar, go get you some cream of wheat.
Take your time!
Somebody go tell Kev on stage. Fred Hammond, you know better. What they wrote on the box was a trick because sugar just don't go
hungry.
Sugar don't go.
Sing.
Hey, sugar don't go on my grits.
Sing, brother, sing.
No. Sugar don't go, don't you go. Sugar don't go. Sugar don't go on grits, no. Sugar don't go on them grits.
Sing, brother. Let me tell you something. This is my kind of carrying on all day, every day. This is me in real life, okay? This is my type of carrying on, and I would just like to thank brother John P. Key, for that early morning selection. Thank you, brother. Greatly appreciated. All right. So now that we have been cleansed spiritually with that beautiful selection, let's get into the nonsense, okay? So Kentrell, you guys know him as Youngboy NBA Youngboy. He released his album, Sincerely Kentrell. And I'm telling you, his fans have been anticipating this for a very long time. You guys know that NBA Youngboy's fan base is massive, and they're not shy about expressing their love. He's like a rock star, like a rap rock star. So this is his album. This is the track list. Oh, actually, that's not it. What's this? I thought this was the track list. I guess not. Whatever. There's no, I didn't see any features. I saw the track list. I didn't see it was featured with anyone. I didn't listen to NBA Youngboy's album. I don't think I am going to. He does have 21 songs on there, so it's a full album. I'm not mad about that. I don't know the length of the songs. If you are a fan of Kentrell and his music, drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about the album. Did you listen? Are you streaming? Well, even if you are not streaming, let me tell you, somebody is. So Sincerely Kentrell is now #1 on Apple Music. Okay, so this is from the Twitter page NBA Youngboy Charts. So it's like a fan page, and it beat out Certified Lover Boy. Kentrell does big numbers. He does big numbers. So he's not failing in that department. But if you listen to the album, like I said, I most likely won't. I'm pretty sure I'll probably hear a song here and there. If you're streaming the album, listening to it, tell me what you think. Do you like it? How long do you think it's going to take before it goes platinum? Now, he is currently incarcerated, and his fans are, requiring that Joe Biden, who's the president, acting, to release their fave, Kentrell. I don't know what the status of his case is and what's going on, because there seems to be a media frenzy around a whole bunch of other things. So I think this kind of got put on the back burner, but I don't know what's going on with his case. I haven't looked for any updates per se, or really seen any updates. That's probably something that I'll look into later on to report over the weekend if I have time. And yeah, but let me know. If you know anything, let me know, because I know he has a massive fan base, like I said. So best of luck to him. I mean, his numbers are doing great. He has 6 or 7 children. So he has a family to feed. So I'm not mad at it. He is behind bars right now. I think he's still locked up. And his album streams are going through the roof. So I'm here for it. I can't say anything bad. Like I said, I didn't listen to the album. All right, up next, we got to keep this train moving on a Friday. Now, yesterday, if you saw the video that I did yesterday, if you didn't, you should go back and watch. But yesterday's video, I mentioned Meg Thee Stallion's partnership with Nike, okay? So it's like a Nike training camp, fit girl fall, because it is fall. Summer's gone, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So put your belly shirts away. No, I'm kidding. So first of all, this is a nice fall color. So she does have apparel. She's going to be doing some training videos, and she's going to be accompanied by, let me get this lady's name right, because I couldn't remember it in yesterday's video. Dang, I thought it was up here. Oh, here it is. Tara Nicholas. I don't know who that is. I don't know if she's a trainer. Anyway, this is one of the outfits, the active wear outfits that Meg Thee Stallion is going to be promoting. So she has a line with Nike. Here's another. Really cute. Activewear is in. That's something that's never going to go out of style, especially if you have a brand that makes activewear really, trendy and pretty sexy, for the women. They're going to like it. Activewear, people wear activewear to run errands, not even necessarily to go to the gym. So this is on Megan Thee Stallion's Instagram page. And again, she is going to be doing like a training camp. She's always been very vocal about taking care of her physical appearance and eating right. You oftentimes see videos of her kind of chewing out some of her crew members for eating junk food. She gets on them. So she comes across as though she is very body conscious and health conscious. So that's a good thing. It's good representation, even if she's not living it, which I think she is, because her physique is all natural. Okay, that's #1. And she does very well with keeping up with herself. She's posted Hot Girl Boot Camp to her Instagram page. little clips and little videos. So I like that. Now, I want to say this because this was on my mind since yesterday, and I failed to mention it. This is very reminiscent of what Lala is doing. You know, the comedian Lala. Is that her name? It is Lala, right? And Quay and Lala used to do videos together. She's very slim, and she always tried to gain weight, and she wanted to gain weight naturally. So she has a separate Instagram page, Fit Girl or something like that. Fitbit Girl, something like that, where she launched an actual like program. She has merch, and she's been taking everybody along her journey to gain weight. I don't know if she has activewear, but when I saw Meg's collaboration with Nike, that's the first thing that I thought of. Let me see if I could pull it up on Instagram, because I want y'all to see what I'm talking about, because a lot of y'all might not know what I am speaking of. Her name is Lala, right? Yeah, it is Lala. And I follow her second page. She does skits, and she was on some show on BET. Fit Girl Bod, is that what this is? I think this is it. Give me 1 second, please. Yes, here it is. Here it is. All right, let me switch this now. Yeah, I've been following this since this is her second page. This is not her main page. Fit Girl Bod. Yes, so this is her weight gain journey. Lala, that's her name, right? I'm not tripping. Lala Milan. So this is her, and I remember when she did like a live on Instagram saying that she had the bands, and she's gonna also have she has whey protein. So I've been following this channel for a minute, her backup channel. I follow her main channel, but I remember when she started this, because she always wanted, she always joked about wanting to be thick and stuff like that, and she shared her meal plan. So she created this page just to kind of share her journey of her weight gain process, and it turned into like a brand. So when I saw Meg Thee Stallion doing this, the first thing that came to my mind is this. And no, I'm not being shady or petty. I follow Lala. This is a cute picture. And in case you guys didn't know about this, because I'm sure a lot of you know who Lala is, and in case some of you didn't know about this, this is her second page. And she started this a while back, like a few months ago. This particular page. Yep. So that's what it reminded me of. And I'm going to shout Lala out just like I'm shouting out Meg Thee Stallion, because I don't want people to come back and say, oh, Lala copying Meg. No, Lala was doing this first. I know nobody's probably going to say that, but I got a thing about people copying off of people and blaming people when there's an original, and then there's, inspiration. And there's a difference between being influenced by something or someone and then just blatantly copy and pasting. So I didn't want my girl Lala getting accused of copying nobody, because it's kind of like the same concept. All in all, I like to see Black women doing their thing, being health conscious, and using their large platforms to educate and motivate others to be health conscious and look good while you're doing it. So shout out to Lala Milan, and shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. And the girl, again, Fit Girl Bod is my girl Lala's page on Instagram. Okay? Ain't no hating over here. It's all love. All right, who's up next? Now, I did see this on the Shade Room. From time to time, I'll be looking through Instagram, just to find some, entertainment. But I wanted to talk about this for a specific reason, and I'll get into why in a minute. So I guess someone must have said to Lil Nas X, how come you haven't collab with any Black male rappers? Hashtag Ask Montero. Now, I don't know if Mr. Montero had a ask me question answer type deal on his Twitter. I have no idea. I saw this on the Shade Room, and I decided to talk about it, right? So Saucy Santana, I think he reposted this with a caption. I'm assuming that's how it works, right? Or is this Instagram? I don't know. I think they ask it from me at Lil Nas X. So it appears that when people are saying, hey, how come you haven't collaborated with any, Black male rappers? Or people probably were in the comments, because, people are very messy. We saw that in the video yesterday with what's going on with Freddie and Jeannie Mai. All types of mess. Her ex-husband. Anyway, Let me bring it back. It's Friday, so I'm all over the place today. Okay. And I'm pretty sure people were in the comments probably saying, hey, Lil Nas X, you should do a song with Saucy Santana. Lil Nas X is not the only musical entertainer that has been told who to work with. Put it that way. I seen people say, hey, Nicki Minaj, you should want to work with Saucy Santana. And I think Nicki Minaj even mentioned that she likes Saucy Santana and she would want to collab with him. Saucy Santana's name gets thrown around a lot with good reason. Okay. I just want to go on record and say I'm very protective of Saucy Santana. No, I don't know him. I'm just being lighthearted. But I feel I'm protective over him. So here's the thing. I don't want to see Saucy Santana work with Lil Nas X. But if he does, I'm pretty sure it will do wonders for his career. It will expose him to a new audience. But Santana's one of those people that you kind of want to keep to yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? Not that you want to keep him boxed in, but he's just like he's so fun. He is him. I love how comfortable he is being himself. And I think that is extremely important for people to see. No matter where you come from, what you like, what you dislike, I think it's important for people to see how comfortable you are with yourself. Santana don't bother nobody. Santana is in his own lane. He does his own thing. He's young. He's out there having fun, booking show after show after show. As far as musically, whether you like him or not, whether you acknowledge him as a rapper or not, Santana works, and he is constantly putting out content. He's constantly putting out music. He is consistent. He is hardworking. He is bold. He is not afraid. So I'm protective of Saucy Santana, and I just don't want to see him mix and mingle with any and everybody. I don't care whose songs are number whatever on the chart. That doesn't mean anything to me. I just don't want to see him mix and mingle with just anybody. That's my opinion. So I'm a little protective over my little cousin Saucy Santana. I really, really enjoy watching him. He could be on live talking about his nails, and you just enjoy. He has that feel good presence. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I like Saucy Santana. I think that he's a very talented young man. I think the way that he's moving business wise, very, very smart. And he's in his own lane, man. He can only go up, further up. And I wish nothing but the best for him. However, I don't know if I'd be interested in seeing a Lil Nas X and Saucy Santana collaboration. However, from a business standpoint, I understand that it would be extremely lucrative for both men, not just Saucy Santana. Now, let's not act like Saucy Santana is just the underdog here. He has a strong following as well, and he has a supportive fan base. Okay, so this would be lucrative for Lil Nas X because it would expose him. It'll expose him to a specific demographic that may not have had any interest in him before, and vice versa with Saucy Santana. So it could work business-wise, but I don't want to see it done just for the sake of seeing it done. Again, Saucy Santana is one of those people. He's like your little cousin, and you protective of him, and you don't want him just mixing and mingling with everybody. That's how I feel, and that's why I pulled this up. I went off on my little tangent, but shout out to both of them. And I love how Saucy Santana knows, he knows the people love him with good reason. I love that. I just love the confidence. I really, really do. All right, moving along. Oh, damn, Gina. So the Jasmine brand is reporting that the Trick and Trina morning show, their radio show, has been pulled. Oh, what happened, man? What happened down in the 3 to the O to the 5? So let me try to see if I can read this. These pop-ups and these ads. Let me pull this up on my phone. Sorry, y'all. While I'm pulling this up and getting the technical portion of this show together, please be sure to hit the like button, okay? I know you're getting caught up in the commentary, and it's Friday, okay? But don't forget to pay your admission fee. Thank you. Now let's read on. The Jasmine brand exclusively reports that Trick Daddy and Trina are no longer on the radio in Miami, says a source. The duo hosted the Trick and Trina morning show on Miami's 99 Jams. The Jasmine brand first broke the story that the rappers of Love and Hip Hop Miami stars landed their own radio show in the summer of 2019, despite having a public fallout that aired on the VH1 reality series. A few months later, the Jasmine brand reported exclusively that Trick Daddy and Trina would be replacing the Ricky Smiley morning show. Did y'all know that? Did you know that their segment replaced the Ricky Smiley morning show? The show later debuted on January 6, 2020. That following June, Trina sparked controversy when she made remarks about looters and protesters during the nationwide outcry against racism. She said on her on her and Trick Daddy's radio show, they need to make the curfew at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's how I feel. Keep everybody off the streets. These animals off the streets that are running around in Miami-Dade County acting like they have escaped from a zoo. It hurts me to even read this because I remember this. This was bad. It was a bad look. Lock them up at 5 p.m. so the streets can be nice and clean. That's how I feel. She later issued a lengthy apology. Of course she did. Now, do you think that coupled with Trick Daddy saying, that he doesn't believe that Beyonce can sang, like with the stank on it, not S-I-N-G, but S-A-N-G. Do you think that those two events caused the show to be pulled, or do you think it could possibly be due to lack of interest, lack of ratings? Low ratings. I don't know what time they came. A morning show, I can only assume 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. Maybe they had competition with other radio shows. Because Power 105, the Breakfast Club broadcasts in Miami as well as, New York. They're a New York radio station. So I wonder if they were not getting ratings because of the competition. Were the time slots the same? Do you think that the people just weren't receptive to them? Sponsors may have pulled out. What do you think was the cause of the show being pulled? I think that it was a good idea for Trick and Trina to have a morning show in Miami, right? Being that they're huge figures in Miami. Is it that Trina's difficult to work with? I mean, we see her on Love and Hip Hop, how she spazzes out a lot. Not saying that it's not warranted her being upset, but maybe she spazzed out at the wrong person. Is it because of Trick Daddy? I don't know. Maybe he has too much controversy surrounding him. I wonder why they would pull them. Maybe we'll get some more clarity later on down the line. I would be curious to know the cause of them canceling. Now, this is I don't know if this is really confirmed. It just says a Jasmine brand is saying that they got the exclusive tea. Now, the Jasmine brand, shout out to them. They're a pretty reputable source, so I'm sure they got some inside scoop. Now, I'm going to be kind of combing through the comments of Trina's Instagram page, maybe on Twitter, to see if we could get something, to work with. What exactly happened? So I don't know. Maybe I would assume that maybe sponsors pulled out and they didn't want to be bothered, I guess, because there's too much controversy surrounding them. Or it could be because Trina's difficult to work with. I don't know. They could be making budget cuts. What are they going to do now? First of all, Trick and Trina, why don't y'all have a podcast? We are in the age of podcasts now, girl, and internet radio. A lot of people probably ain't even really listening to morning radio. I don't know if people stream. Get a podcast. You'll be all right. Get a podcast. You'll be perfectly fine. All right, let's move this train along. Baby, this is an exclusive as per page 6. Tom Girardi. This is the estranged husband of ERIKA JAYNE. ERIKA JAYNE is on a cast. She's on the cast of Real Housewives of Beverly. She's on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Tom Girardi was on there too when he was well. Now, when I was reading this, right, I said to myself, this is interesting. I thought that he had mental issues, or he was demented, or onset of amnesia, early stages of amnesia, or whatever the heck they said he had. This is quite interesting. So here's the article, right? Tom Girardi may have just implicated his estranged wife, ERIKA Jayne, in his dramatic legal struggles. Paparazzi caught Girardi, who's 82, leaving a 2-hour lunch with a friend at an upscale restaurant and asked the question on everyone's mind. Did ERIKA know anything? The frail-looking former lawyer briefly paused before he shockingly threw Jayne under the bus. I think she does, he stated. Child, when I read this, my jaw dropped. The admission is stunning and potentially legally troubling for the 50-year-old star of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, who filed for divorce from Girardi in November of 2020 after 2 decades of marriage, given that she has extensively claimed that she had no idea he was allegedly embezzling millions of dollars from his clients over the years. Baby, first of all, if you've been keeping up, look at him. Girl, if you've been keeping up with the story, a lot of people have been saying, oh, ERIKA had to know. That's why she had to have known. That's why she's filing for a divorce. And she's holding on to her story, sticking to her story that she had no idea. And the people around her are not buying it, okay? Here go ERIKA Jayne, honey, in her fuchsia outfit, looking real expensive. But despite Jayne's repeated denials, other housewives have joined the chorus of accusers. Okay, shout out to page 6. This writing is hilarious. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum Camille Grammer alleged that she heard of Jayne and Girardi's financial woes at Andy Cohen's baby shower in 2019, while ex-Real Housewives of New York star Bethany Frankel called Girardi's financial issues the worst-kept secret in Los Angeles. Also alleging that he owed her late ex, Dennis Shields, $500,000. Baby, this is absolutely shady. Look at Tom. A hot mess. Now, Girardi, you want to know what he was accused of? Let me remind you. Girardi was accused of funneling millions from his former law firm, which has since filed for bankruptcy, into ERIKA Jayne's lavish lifestyle, including at one point finances meant for plane crash victims. Okay? So he was a lawyer. He's been disbarred. He was a lawyer. He worked for a law firm, right? And his law firm represented, I never remember the flight number. There was a plane crash a couple years ago. Forgive me for not remembering the exact flight number, y'all. I'm sorry. And the families of the victims of that plane crash went to Tom Girardi's law firm for them to represent him. They had a class action lawsuit against the airline, and they won a lump sum of money. Well, instead of giving the families that money, the families of the victims that money, he pocketed it and paid off his debt. Now, his colleagues at the law firm said they had no idea, and, they were not happy about that because their name was wrapped up in this, their reputation was at stake as well, right? So they just let it be known that they weren't in cahoots with what Tom was doing. Now, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, those women are well-to-do. So we see ERIKA Jayne living this lavish lifestyle, okay? Private planes, Louis Prada Gucci, popping them tags, etc., etc. So people are under the assumption that Tom Girardi used that money to pay off his debt and also spend money dropping bags on his wife, okay? Now, ERIKA Jayne, she filed for divorce when all of this hit the fan, and everyone is saying the only reason why she filed for divorce is to kind of throw off the feds. Did she downsize? I don't even think she downsized. But anyway, as far as her home life is concerned. Anywho, and if she didn't, she really should, because, girl, you're not fooling anybody. How could you not have known? You've been married to this man for so long, for like 10 years, I think, right? Of course you're going to be implicated in this. Okay? Be careful who you marry. Anyway, but she knew what it is. So she is holding on to the fact that, no, I didn't know. She's crying. She filed for divorce, and everyone is saying, I remember keeping up with this throughout the summer, and everyone was saying that this whole divorce was a total sham. All right. So basically they caught up with her at the airport, honey. All right, so she walking through the airport. This was at LAX, and she was coming from Vegas, and they're asking her, paparazzi's all in her face, asking her, "Oh, did you know? You know what's going on?" And she kept her mask on and her mouth shut. At this point, sis, that's the only thing that you can do. Okay. Now, as far as Tom is concerned, he's currently living at a assisted living facility. Now, he was disbarred, rightfully so. And he's under a conservatorship, because I remember when all of this hit the fan and he was supposed to be making court appearances, all of a sudden he had a touch of the Alzheimer's, honey, they said. I said, oh, how freaking convenient. So he's living at a assisted living facility. He has a conservatorship. I think his brother is the head of his conservatorship, if I'm not mistaken. So they gave him a mental evaluation and everything. And again, they diagnosed him with like a touch of the Alzheimer's, girl, and dementia. I said, baby, ERIKA has nothing to say. Now, here's my question for all of my royal family members who know the law, because it's some smart people in the royal family, right? If he has been diagnosed with a little touch of the Alzheimer's, and a sprinkle of the dementia, him saying on camera to paparazzi that he thinks that his estranged wife, because I don't think the divorce is final, him saying that ERIKA, he thinks that she knew about what he was doing, is that going to hold up in court? This is so perfect. These people are so gross with their money, and they think they can do what they want to do. How you just all of a sudden whatever. Anyway, whatever. How convenient. Oh, and he's going full on living in an assisted living facility. Ain't that something? What a crook. Anywho, is that going to hold up in court if it's been documented that he has the onset of dementia, a little bit of Alzheimer's, and he has, under conservatorship? Basically, he can't really make decisions for himself. So even if he says, yeah, ERIKA knew everything, and not just, I think she knew, is that going to be admissible in court? If he has a mental handicap, right? Or cognitive handicap, whatever. Oh, these people know exactly what they doing. Let me see if I can play the video, because I read all of that because I didn't think that the video was going to play. All right, let's take a look and listen. Hold on, y'all. And I appreciate your patience. And while we're waiting and getting the technical side of the show together, please be sure to like the video. All right, let me go back. Hold on, y'all. Is it going to play?
Tom, how you doing? Looking great. Good to see you. Nice thumbs up. How you feeling?
Real good, baby.
That's what I like to see. How you liking your new residence?
Well, we have some questions, but we're liking them pretty good.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. You know what? Can you set the record straight for us? Did ERIKA know anything? Everybody wants to know.
Ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right.
All right.
Everybody just wants to know if she had any insight of what was
Why
going
don't you
on.
drop the camera? Okay? Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He wants to answer the question.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
I think she does.
Let's go.
Thank you.
child, no, he didn't. Yo, this is crazy. No, he did. What a weasel. What a little weasel. Okay, I'm done. I can't with y'all. You people are so sick. His homeboy was trying to stop that. Yo, he's such a little weasel. Oh my God. ERIKA, girl, you might be in danger. But again, like I said, I don't know if that would be admissible in court if they say he got a touch of the dementia. All right. Well, you guys drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Let me see what is happening. This is malfunctioning here. Let's get this off. Ooh, ERIKA, you in danger. All right, up next. Who's up next? Birdman. You guys know the head of Cash Money taking over for the 9-9. This is according to Complex. So I was reading over this article, and Birdman did an interview with Big Facts podcast. And they had a lot of questions, and he answered some of them to the best of his ability. And I want to know what you guys think. I'm not going to play because they are a podcast that broadcasts on YouTube. So if you want to watch the whole thing, it's the Big Facts, FACTS podcast. You can watch the interview in its entirety. I saw a couple of clips. I mean, I was watching a few of the clips. I didn't watch it in its entirety, but I was more interested in reading the article. So in an appearance on the Big Facts podcast, Cash Money founder Birdman addressed allegations he scammed his artists. He says, I don't get my feelings in it, but I ain't never took from no ninja. This is what he said at the 18-minute mark. I always bless ninjas. I had some incidents early on because I was really young in this ish. I ain't know no better. But any problem I had, I cleared it up. I paid my ninja. Remember, because I was young. I'm telling you, 20 years old. So a lot of ish happened early on. I just ain't know. And I'm with these white folks. I'm done. And they're not attending to the business. Now, he's obviously referring to the issue that he had with Lil Wayne. If you guys are not aware, you know, Lil Wayne was signed to Cash Money. I thought him spinning off and making Young Money was so genius. But anyway, he was signed to Cash Money since he was like, 12, 13 or something like that. I think they always talk about how Lil Wayne was a part of the crew since he was like a young 12 or 13 years old. Why? He was living with Birdman. Why at 12 years old is he living with Birdman? But whatever. It is what it is. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Anyway, so he was referring to the situation with Lil Wayne, who he calls his son, right? He signed to Birdman. And Lil Wayne went on his album. Which album was it? The Carter. Which one of them? One of them albums, Lil Wayne was basically going off about his troubles with his father figure, Birdman. Okay. And Birdman goes on to say, any problem from my son on down, and I gave him 50 million. I cleared it up. They were set to go to court. I don't know if you guys remember this. Maybe not, you don't care, but I'm just saying they were supposed to go to court, but they ended up settling out of court for an undisclosed amount. And Birdman basically said that he ain't want to go out like that. You know, Lil Wayne is a son to him, like a son figure to him. Does Birdman have any kids of his own? No, right? I just be my mind just be wondering about the most random things. But I don't remember him saying he had any kids. One of y'all know, because some of y'all just as nosy as me. So put it in the comments. Anywho, so Birdman basically said, which I can understand, he didn't want to go out like that, right? Lil Wayne is like a son to him, and he heard his issues that he had with him. We don't really know exactly what was going on. We can only make assumptions. So I guess he hit him with a cool 50 million. No big deal, right? They went on to ask him, who does he regret not working with? Okay. And I thought that this was so interesting. He said he regrets not signing Kanye West. Now, he said that Kanye West used to live with him when he was very young. And Manny Fresh was someone that he grew up with. So he had to choose between Manny Fresh and Kanye West. And he chose Manny Fresh because of loyalty. But he said that, Kanye West decided to go over to Rockefeller. He came to him as a producer, not an artist. And we all know Kanye West. We were introduced to Kanye West as a producer. And then later on, we got to know him more as a artist. Anyway, so he went to Rockefeller. Birdman said that he flew him over to Rockefeller headquarters. And he said that they've been cool ever since. He said there's no beef. He has no issues. So it seems like Birdman wants to be a nice guy. But, you can't put anything past anyone. For Lil Wayne to basically dedicate portions of an album to talking about how the figurehead of his label screwed him over. And Drake too. Didn't Drake say something? I remember Drake said something, insinuated or made claims that Birdman robbed him or some crap like that. So, where there's smoke, there's fire, Brian. Whatever happened to him and Toni Braxton's relationship that we all thought was a scam? They supposed to get married. What happened? Did they ever find that ring that just disappeared on a plane, that engagement ring? I don't know, but Toni out here dyeing her hair blonde. She looks beautiful, though, and I think she has a partnership with, I just saw it the other day, Ulta Beauty. I think it's Ulta Beauty. She did a photo shoot for a campaign for Ultra Beauty, and she looked beautiful. Her and the models in the campaign photos looked absolutely beautiful. So shout out to Toni Braxton. But whatever happened to that? I thought Mama Braxton, Miss Evelyn Braxton, loved Brian. Huh? What happened? Anywho, so like I said, Big Facts Podcast on YouTube. If you want to watch the interview in its entirety, you can check it out there. But yeah, I forgot what he said about kissing Lil Wayne. You know, everyone talked about that photo of him kissing Lil Wayne on the mouth, and he said that that's just what they do. Listen, if y'all like it, I love it. Do what you do. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It is what it is. All right. Speaking of Kanye West, this is according to wrapup.com. Kanye West plans on starting a school, y'all. Now, are you gonna send your kids to Donda Academy? I don't know. Now let's dig into this article. Have you liked the video yet? Okay, we 40 minutes in. Like the freaking video. Share the video, please. Thank you. All right, so Kanye Omari West is bringing Donda Academy to life. The Yeezy mogul is reportedly looking to build his first private school on a 3.7-acre parcel in an unincorporated area between Moore Park and Simi Valley in California, not far from the Hidden Hills home he once shared with his soon-to-be ex-wife. Do you think he and his current wife are getting a divorce, or you think he's using that for publicity? I don't know. Now, Donda Academy, basically, now there's a page on Twitter called Donda's Place. And I guess this is the mission statement, I'm assuming, for the Academy. Donda Academy, finding the intersection between faith and the innovation of the future. Donda Academy is focused on equipping students with an education that will last in the ever-changing world. See? Here it goes. I didn't even know that this was a page on Twitter. What do you guys think about this? What do you think about Kanye West opening up a school? Interesting. Now, Donda Academy, a homage to Kanye's late mother, will be a tuition-free private school that will serve 60 students from kindergarten through high school. This is according to MTV News. The school will offer computer science courses, STEM courses, Japanese, and physical education courses. Donda Academy prepares students to become the next generation of leaders, thinkers, and innovators by providing them with a world-class education. This was a statement from the Academy's education consultant, Beulah McLeod. Beulah. Wow, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Beulah. The billionaire rapper, whose album Donda topped the charts, has plans to expand Donda Academy. Now, during his trip to Berlin earlier this month, Kanye met with architects about designing another school in his hometown of Chicago. Child, Chicago needs a lot of things. Is it safe to put a school in Chicago? Maybe it'll be in the suburbs, on the outskirts of Chicago, and that's no shade. There's a whole lot going on in Chicago, and a whole lot has been going on in Chicago, and I applaud the effort. What the heck can I say? I ain't even building a shelf, an office shelf or a desk, let alone a school. Here's my thing, though. I don't care who it is. I don't care how much I like your music. It often concerns me when people who have a large amount of resources want to build schools. It just concerns me because it has to do with children. I am very, very protective of children, all children, not just my children, all of them, everybody's children, right? And I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to go any further. So I feel like whatever is going to happen is going to happen. It's not a bad idea. Here it is. Here's how to sum it up. It's not a bad idea at all. What are the intentions behind this, though? And anyone wanting to do anything like this or anything. Good idea, but what are your intentions? You always got to watch someone's intentions. So I hope that this is being done with the best intentions. I want to believe that this is being done with great intention. You know, the intention behind this is absolutely positive, righteous, safe, positive, all that good stuff. Okay. And I hope later on down the line, I don't hear otherwise, because there have been plenty of people who've built schools and we were all gung ho. And then we started to hear some things and see some things. Okay. So shout out to Kanye West. I do hope, okay, that this takes place if the intentions are pure and positive. And I hope that this is fruitful and each and every one of those children be protected and take advantage to the utmost of all of the resources that he has to offer. I'll leave it at that. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about any of the topics that we discussed. Okay. Did you listen to NBA Youngboy's album? If so, what do you think about it? Drop where you from. I think I drop your area code or your state. Rep your state. All right. I know a couple of you who are regulars here who often comment. I already know sometimes we had that discussion back in the day when I used to do lives. You used to always rep where you from. Y'all know I'm a Jersey girl through and through. Shout out to Jersey all day. All right. What do you think of Kanye West's school? Trick and Trina, their morning show is allegedly canceled, according to a source that talked to the Jasmine brand. Why do you think that it's canceled? Anybody in South Florida listening to the sound of my voice? Did you listen to the Trick and Trina morning show? How was it? Was it corny? Was it exciting? Did they even have interviews? I don't think they had a YouTube page or anything. Listen, Trick and Trina, y'all need to do a podcast, the two of you. Or maybe Trina just didn't want to do it anymore. They didn't renew their contract. Who freaking knows? What else did we talk about? Lil Nas X. Do you want to see Saucy Santana and Lil Nas X collaborate? I already said no, I don't. And that's no shade to either one of them. I've already explained that. Meg Thee Stallion. She has she teamed up with Nike and she's doing her thing. Birdman said that it's all love and he don't want any quarrels with his son, Lil Wayne, and it's all good. He admitted his wrongs. He said, I was young. I didn't know what I was doing. Some white people in charge, but I cleared all that ish up and it's all good now. Is it? Did Lil Wayne say it's all good? I'm just curious. All right, Royal Family, I am getting ready to sign off. I hope you have a splendid rest of your day. Happy Friday to everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. For some of you, like I said, this is the end of a work week and the start of your weekend. I'll be back. So if you subscribe to the channel, make sure your notifications are on. Check to see that you are still subscribed to the channel because, you know, YouTube likes to play these tricks. That's it. That's all. All right. Let me see if I have any other announcements. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I'm signing off, but I will be back. I love you for listening and I love you for watching. Until next time.